Yo, what's up, 7th Regiment Battery? This video is going to be a quick breakdown of our workout sequence and everything you can expect within it, and kind of everything we're going to be doing. So I just want to start off and explain why we're doing this. When you're doing drum corps, you're spending every day of your summer doing something very physically intensive on specifically your lower body, right? And we want to make sure that our body is in such good shape that every day when we do physical activity, we're not getting burned out by a day of drum corps, right? We are so strong that it doesn't burn us out because we really don't have time to recover. You're doing the same thing, working the same muscles every day. So we need to make sure we're ready. So when you prepare these assignments and you do these workouts, make sure you're doing it with a sense of urgency that if you don't do enough, you're gonna feel it on tour, all right? That being said, let's get into it. So I'm gonna reposition this a little bit. All right, the ankle strengtheners, we're gonna start out, these are called toe taps. You might be familiar with these. So starting let's say a closed first, but it'll open up as we go. And I'll show you my side profile. You're gonna wanna lift a little bit above the ground and kind of have your heels above the ground like you do when you march, right? And stay in this position, do not let your heels touch the ground. Flex the front of your feet up, almost like you're about to take a roll step. And you should feel a lot of tension in your calves and your shin muscles, all right? And really when you do these, prioritize extending as far up as you can possibly go and make sure you're getting a full range of motion. I would rather have you take a little bit more time when you do it and, not rush through, all right? So be slow and thorough and do all the reps. So for toe taps, we'll do 20 of them. And then go to a wide stance, same thing, open second. Just distributes the weight a little bit differently, but it's the same idea. Now we're gonna need a chair for the next 4. And by 4, I mean it's really 4 variations of one simple thing. So, if you've ever done a Forte Athletics program, you'll be familiar with this. You're gonna take a chair, it could be a bench, any surface. Put your foot halfway between. Let the chair kind of split your foot in half like this. Put your weight on your leg like this and let your foot collapse to the side. And you're gonna push up so it's flat, right? So you're kind of getting this going on. And this will work kind of these side shin muscles, these ankle strengtheners. So you're gonna do 20 of these. Now, you're gonna do the same thing, flip the chair around or flip around the bench and do the other side of your foot. So kind of collapsing this side and bringing it back up. And you're gonna do the same thing on the left, both sides of your foot. So you're gonna do, in summary, 20 toe taps, 20 wide open second toe taps. And then both variations of this guy on each leg. That adds up to 6 total exercises, and you will do all 6 in that order, and then repeat it 4 times. Does that make sense? And then, I don't know how long that'll take you, but hopefully not too long since they're just ankle strengtheners and they're not too hard. Now, for our leg workouts, we're gonna do 4 workouts. I'm not gonna go in order. I don't remember which order I said. It doesn't really matter. So starting with our Nita stance, starting open first, like so, like you're starting Vish block. And you're gonna extend your back legs straight back, kind of like this, at an angle, but your toe is pointing forward, right? So, it's gonna kind of look like this, right? And the idea is that this leg is pointing forward while you maintain this 45-degree turnout. So you're kind of moving back into the left. And let me give myself some space. Same thing on the right? You kind of move down. Sorry, I'm wearing kind of terrace shorts, so I'm bad at this. But you can see also, whichever leg is staying forward is at a 90-degree angle. I'm not moving forward kind of like this, because when you do that, you're putting extra strain on your knee. So, right, you're gonna wanna make sure you have this nice anchor point. So I'll just do a few of them, kind of to demonstrate them to you. So, kind of like this, right? So, left, demonstrate a little better. This is really how you want to, right? And then coming from the right, kind of got a bit of this going on. And then you will be using these quad muscles to really push yourself up. So whichever leg is in front that you're not extending back, you're gonna be using that quad muscle to really move yourself up. All right, now our second workout is box jumps. I don't really have a great surface for this, but for the box jumps, you're gonna kind of wanna start like this. And then when you jump up to whatever surface you're using, whether that be like actual boxes at a gym or like, you know, like a chair, or preferably like stairs is really good for this. Make sure you're in a slight squat position, so that way you can use these muscles to elevate you up when you're jumping. All right, just make sure you're not like pogo jumping like this, right? You wanna make sure you're actually engaging the quads, the hamstrings, and the glute muscles. Deep squats are pretty self-explanatory. We're pretty much just going, I can't really demonstrate super well, I'm contact shorts, but like, we're kind of trying to go all the way down here. So yeah, kind of have your feet around shoulder width, maybe a little more, and just kind of, you should kind of feel this in your hamstrings, in your glutes, and also maybe a little in your abductors, like your hip flexors, because you should be going down pretty far. And again, with this, you want to be thorough. You want to make sure you're getting that full range of motion. All right? Yep. Deep squats like so. Now for all these I've said so far, it's going to be 20 of these. For the box jumps, it's 15. And then the last workout is our lunge jumps. So for these, you're gonna wanna make sure, as you can see I'm doing, you are keeping your platforms forward and kind of landing on those. And you also wanna make sure, I'm not doing a great job, your upper body is remaining consistent. So when you do it, you're maintaining good posture and really putting all that force onto your legs. And you'll really feel it in your quads when you're jumping. And you should kind of feel your legs pulling towards one another to propel yourself up. And then just make sure you take this one slow, because if you are haphazard with it, it's easy to injure your knees. All right? So yeah, that should be your quick little summary of the workouts. Sorry, this is a pretty long video, but I think it should help.